Time for Phoenix Wright. And I guess technically we finished the first game of the trilogy. We can now move on to the second game. And I believe, let's see, do we press new game technically to choose our game? Yeah. There we go to here, Justice for All, the sequel. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. How did I get into this mess? Apparently, that's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh no. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. I guess we're dead? I can't believe Phoenix Wright is dead. I guess we're gonna be playing a different character in the sequel. Anyway. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. What is that? Is it? I feel like it's pretty familiar. Probably some sort of like public domain song. Reminds me of vampires. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Okay. Ooh, huh? Ooh. Ow. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. And then we die again? we died in the opening scene, now we die again. Phoenix Wright. Lawyers die twice. Anyway. Ouch! My head. It's throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? New music. Okay. Shows that I'm a defense attorney. Oh, okay. My client is Maggie Bride. Or not Bride, but Bird, I guess? Maggie Bird. Policewoman. The victim is Dustin Prince. Someone who was dating Maggie? A cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how I got there. Okay. Autopsy report. Time of death. I can never read months. You know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like whenever I see like months represented as numbers, I always get confused. It's like before October. What's the month before October? God, I don't know why I don't know. I don't know months. July, August, September, right? September, yeah. September 6th, I think. September 6th, 6:28 p.m. Broken neck, covered in bruises. And some glasses found near the victim. Weird. Okay. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look so well. People are the best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Nice feathers. Sorry, but can you please turn the chair in this down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands. You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said? You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day! And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. It's just that, you know, we're only all the characters are all always drawn like front-facing, so I can only stare at your face. Anyway, I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this for the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you there, okay? Appears Phoenix doesn't know who he is. I guess I must have amnesia. Oh boy, Hollywood amnesia. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to assume that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone, please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Nope. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp? Oh. Isn't it always a trope where... Well, I was gonna say like, it's kind of like, well, what do you call it? It's like in Metroid, right? Where in the sequel, you basically lose all your weapons and everything and start over from the very beginning. It's sort of like that, though maybe not exactly. And, you know, instead of losing all our upgrades and weapons, we lose our memory instead. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Bird, right? Bird. Okay, here's Winston Payne, the tutorial prosecutor. He sounds like, what is it? He sounds like Toad, right? From Mario. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? No. Judge, can we, like, you know, take a recess? Like, I kind of lost all my memories, so can I go to the hospital? What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Then why did you bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I've told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I kinda did. Oh well. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to policemen? It wasn't me. And besides, Dustin and I... We weren't lovers like that. Not lovers like that? In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. Yes, my true rival. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. The infamous Winston Payne, our true rival since the first game. You know, just imagine, you just imagine Edgeworth being replaced with Winston Payne the whole time. That'd be funny. Okay, who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he always watching out for me, sir. He was such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Or Expose? Expose Park? The victim was the one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes. This autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? Well, it's right here, Phoenix. Broken neck, covered in bruises. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Bloop. Okay. It's a photo. Now then, I recall yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought into our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yeah, I guess? I don't know. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just there. Give me a second. Okay, where are you finding? I mean, I guess this, right? Found under the victim's body, glasses. Let's look at the photo. There's this hat. There's a time. What was it? 6? 6:28? 6:30 around? 6:28. Is that like the correct time? I never really read traditional analog clocks. I always have a digital watch instead. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you should take a glance at the court record. That's what I did. Court record? What's that? Yep, info about evidence and people involved with the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the button. I don't really press tab though, I press RB, I guess. You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Oh, sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? What was it? I guess it's that. Actually, I don't press RB. I press... Well, I guess it's either right trigger or right bumper, I guess. Well, I have a PS4 controller, so it's like R1 and R2, actually. I can press either button and it works. Yeah, anyway. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? It's a wallet, sir. No, glasses. Well, that's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? With those glasses you're wearing. I mean, a lot of people wear glasses. Oh yes, this is my spare pair. Oh, okay. But these glasses they found in the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there is one way to... I mean, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but like, you can check like your... For example, your prescription, for your glasses and check like if these glasses are the same. I guess they're broken, so you can't really tell. But well, because I have glasses, there is like a usually there's a number like on the what do you call it? The little arms here. There's like a number that shows basically the measurements for your glasses, the lens and the length of the nose, I think, whatever. Right? It should show on the glasses. Yeah, maybe in this Phoenix Wright universe they don't have it. I don't know. Anyway. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from a witness about this evidence. There's something even more incriminating in the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Maggie. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. How do you spell? Well, I don't know, she just spelled it's Maggie with a Y, not Maggie with a I-E. Objection! Anyway. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard to say she's not the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why this? This is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious, the victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine. How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What's that? Let me tutorialize you. Now, it's funny that we are getting a tutorial in the second game. You think that for like a sequel, people who already like played the first one would understand how to do everything, you know? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this part is the part where you get in the witness's face. Again, their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective, he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to finally expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. And yeah, again, they're giving us a tutorial. Like, usually, I don't know, like sometimes sequels can be completely different, you know? Sometimes they're, you know, mechanics can even be more advanced, so they tutorialize that, I guess. But, I don't know, I was just thinking, like, this, you know, the differences between the games, the first one and the second one, they're very, very little, right? It's pretty much the same thing. Very, very similar mechanics. I don't know. About those glasses, do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lens for nearsightedness, lens are for nearsightedness, and are almost the same strength as hers. Oh, okay, so, okay, so they did check that. They did check, like, you know, whether or not the glasses actually fit her. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Well, hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have any more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt in the sand relevant to traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what are you saying, detective? Isn't that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my clients? Something like that. But what? I see. So there's no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it down my gut. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Okay. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far, blah blah. I should write culprit's name. Just going back to the tutorial thing again. It's kind of like, well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe people play the games out of order, maybe, yeah. Maybe that's a good reason to have the tutorial, Because that tends to be how I play games before, as well. Before, like, I had a gaming PC, I guess, and used Steam and whatnot. Often, I tend to play games out of order, actually. So maybe, having a tutorial in a sequel is not a bad idea. Anyway. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised, too. I didn't want to believe it, but... it was the name of that of my client. Okay, was it? But the defendant is Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? I'm sorry, pal, but that's what it said. M-A-G-G-I-E. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie. It's got a point. Hey, hold on. Huh? Don't ha me. I know the picture says Maggie, but now that you mention it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. Well, that's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like? I better check the court record again. Oh, I'll press some more, why not? And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers on the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck on his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Dying a message. Now don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. I'm glad you're all pumped up, but I really want to see your special move, sir. Hadouken! No, what? My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Enlighten me. About this presenting evidence. Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you can compare it with the court record. Okay, this is just more tutorial. You've heard to find contradictions, the witness's statements. Contradictions? What that? Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken. And? You still have no idea what I'm talking about? Well, you find a contradiction, open the court record and the item you need, and then I present the evidence, right? You got it. Wow! You can also present people's profiles as evidence. Interesting. I don't think we've done a lot of that in the first game, actually. Because I was thinking, well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mentioned it before. Maggie is not the same as, M-A-G-G-E-Y. We didn't really, I don't think so anyway. We didn't really present profiles. At least, against testimony anyway. Well, with so many items, make sure you present the right thing. Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this. You're pretty good. You're pretty good. Finger guns. Wow, being praised by a pro. I don't know what to say. Okay. Yeah. Did we have an option to switch the profiles? I never knew if we did or not. But I guess yeah, we can like whoop like that. Okay. What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection, like a weirdo. Have I always done this? And yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. Now what are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Whoa, where is this ridiculous questioning coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, The victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggey. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Blatant? No. How about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. Oh no! This is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court in the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had brought about over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Half a year. 6 months? Well, how do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What was that? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. Talk about marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? Is she? Or is he? She's 22, he's 30. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes that can happen. What? You say a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Oh, Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. I don't know, does he have... I feel like he has a personal stake in this. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. Apparently. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, what would you say? I know everything that happens under me. If someone scratches there, I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, I guess it's that obvious. That should not be put in discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Where are you talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty! I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was his birthday present? Nah, she got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see, a baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove, Well, just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? Oh, she ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem there's little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Not sure yet. I suppose it isn't really relevant. Then, why are you wasting this course time with irrelevant questions? I was curious and got carried away? Okay, continue your testimony. Yeah, we'll probably need to press that later, but I want to see, like, what he says about this. Came to ask him about that. Well, you discussed whether the defendant was going to give to her boyfriend? Well, she, trusts me, so... Boy, does he look proud of himself right now. What is it this time? That testimony didn't sound like it had any contradiction in it to me. There just wasn't anything that really stuck out as odd. Yeah, what would have happened if you tried to get more information from him? Get more information? Yeah, you know, like how they press people on those old cop shows, sir. Try pressing him, right? Press his old buttons. Okay, I'll go back to the... what was it? The, glove. Glove, baseball glove, baseball glove. But just now I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at the store that far in advance? Well, no, okay, I already said that actually. Custom made. Why was it custom made? Anything relevant? Well, I don't know where this will lead me, but... Defendant... Nothing is autopsy, broken neck. Let's see, I don't know anything is related to a glove. Is there a glove here? No? Glove here? No? Just his hat. Well, of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Now this is the Mr. Phoenix Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you're that convinced, let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I bought the glove with me today. Oh, really? And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry up and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It looks like bananas. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had his special order? Yep, that's right. Well, that and one other reason. Other reason? I think this court has had enough. Or heard enough, rather. It is clear that the victim and defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that's true, it brings up an important question. Was that name Maggie really written by the victim? You should have spell-checked. Should have spell-checked the sand. I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little bit more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. And then again, maybe you know, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you imagine maybe an autocorrect. It might have like if you written like a text message, maybe the autocorrect might have made the name Maggie instead of Y. You know. Anyway, we first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. And we found that there was sand trapped on the victim's fingernail. There was also scratches on the skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with right hand. Right hand, you say? My pop filter is kind of like wonky. Anyway. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, thank you, Your Honor. Okay. Handwriting. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of that investigation? Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. So, in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation, even though you just said so. I've never heard of that before. Me neither. Nor I. Never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Well, I don't know, like handwriting, if you imagine if you're handwriting with like a pointer finger, it would look different than if you were like writing with a pencil, right? I think. Well, his pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around people's faces? Oh, don't tell me it bothers you. Well, every time you do, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. I know in the anime, like, actually there's a bit, I saw like a clip actually, whenever Phoenix points his finger at people, obviously he's not showing the game, but he like blows people away literally with like air blasts. He's a literal airbender in the anime. It's pretty hilarious. Anyway. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger that had been written in sand. And the results? Sand trapped in the victim's fingernail. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that you did write the name of his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There's also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin. Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. Sure is, that's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean like a microscope? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We used one of those, and that's how we found him. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Well, I don't know, sometimes, you know, sometimes I mix up microscope and telescope, you know? They're very similar. Ends of scope, and you see things far away. Or, well, I guess microscope, you see things really close, rather. But anyway. Right hand. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? The present? What about it? Hint, hint, hint. Hint, 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 hint. Hint, 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 hint. Well, obviously looking at it here, baseball glove. It was custom made. What hand does it fit? I guess I'm trying to, like, you know, imagine it's like my right hand. You put it in your right hand, but you wouldn't catch. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know much about baseball, but I imagine you don't catch the ball with your right hand if you're right-handed. You would throw with your right hand, right? So normally, if you're right-handed, you would wear the baseball glove in your left hand, and then you would throw the ball with the right hand, right? But yet, she got it custom made because I can only assume, well, Mr. Dustin Prince may be left-handed instead. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. That's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that's only one of its qualities. Oh. Well, there's no reason why it's special. What would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? Well, that's easy. Look, it's obviously from the picture that it was... Wait a sec. But don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah. No, I object! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written the message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. You know, I imagine if Edge was here, he'd go, objection! Right, you're such a fool. You know, the victim could have been ambidextrous. Then again, you know, would an ambidextrous person want like a custom-made left-handed glove? I don't know. Some people, even though they're ambidextrous, sometimes they write with their right hand, but when they're doing other things, they prefer the left hand. So I don't know. Well, when you think about it that way, then yes, it is not possible that his name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is. No, that's not possible, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Time to go home. Normally, in a normal, court case, but obviously we're not going to do that. This is Phoenix Wright. I feel I can breathe again. It seems we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Oh, well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. That's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. No, not yet. I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not yet finished. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order in the court. I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we'll hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Yeah. It's gonna be a little bit more, I guess. Not over yet. And new variations of all the music, which is cool. Justice for All, it says right there.